Bus's Retirement Garage on a Sunday. Remember the old Dragway 42 Sunday or something like that. maybe you haven't heard that. I don't know. But the Sunday blues, the Sunday night blahs, the Sunday depression, the Sunday I don't want to go to work Monday blues. Hey Steve, are we still gonna do that singing choir duet? Head around Virginia and Ohio and see if we can make some money. Uh, anyway, yeah. So Sunday nights are so much different now in retirement, and working 45 minutes away and all kinds. Excuse me, driving through all kinds of weather and having to get up early. And I'm not an early bird, not at all. I'm I'm a I always say I'm a first shift. I have a first shift job, but a third shift body. So my favorite times to be active is like after midnight. Maybe I'm like a vampire or something. I don't know. But those Sunday nights have changed so dramatically in retirement. I can't even tell you how sweet it is. Next to the stress level of being down to zero, having that Sunday night blues, blahs, depression disappear is sweet. Just absolutely sweet. I mean, think back. I mean, I'm off 18 months now. I'm off. I'm retired 18 months now. I'm off of work for 18 months now. No planning to go back. But yeah, so I've been retired for 18 months. And it's amazing how I look at Sundays now. I actually feel guilty. I hate to say it, but I feel guilty, and I actually, on the weekends, we kind of keep a low profile because, the neighbors are out and, they got the dogs out, they're out there cutting the grass, they're out there doing all their different things because they work and they only have the weekend, basically, to get them done, especially if it's going to rain during the week. They can't, it's hard to get home, and then the grass is already wet and the ground's wet. It's hard to do stuff. So they take their opportunities to get all their work done on the weekends, which we all did, right? A lot of us did that. Saturdays were chore days where, we cut the grass or we, trim the bushes. We cut down limbs off trees. We just did all of our outdoor activities. We grilled out and Saturdays were the function of outdoors. And so now I feel guilty because I don't want to make noise. I don't want to create havoc in the neighborhood. Now I'm not going to make a lot of noise, but why should they hear my leaf blower? Why should they hear well, of course, my lawn cutting gizmo is an ego mower, so they really don't hear the electric. But let them make the noise. I'll make the noise during the week. That works out better for me. Then they don't have to listen to what I'm doing. They don't have to hear me outside talking on the phone, or they don't have to hear me, making any kind of a noise just to bother them, and not trying to bother them. But you know how it is when you're trying to relax and maybe eat dinner or something, and the neighbors, got all kinds of noise going on. They got their cars, just all kinds of stuff. So, and it's not a big deal, but I just feel a little guilty. And so on the weekends, we try to keep it a low profile. We just, try not to, and then we'll make our noise Monday through Friday while they're working. And, I said it during the summer. It's so great because my neighbor over here, she works a day job. My neighbor over here, he works, and he's usually coming home around 6 or 6:30. So just in our 3 stretch house here, I own it. I own the properties. I own the air, the land, the sea, so to speak, during the week. I can go out and do what I want. There's nobody watching. There's nobody that sees what I'm doing. There's nobody to hear what I'm doing. And it just works out for me. And like I said, I just feel guilty about trying to do that on the weekend. I could just imagine them sitting there going, oh, he's making all that noise today. Why didn't he go do that on the weekend? And the same with, I felt the same way about people. I used to say old people who shop on Saturdays and Sundays. You know, when I was stopping and, shopping on Saturday and Sunday because I was working, I'd run into the store and I'd see all these old people. And I'm like, why are you here? This Saturday and Sunday, you should be carded at the door, and anybody over 60 shouldn't be allowed in. Now, I mean, that's a stupid thought, of course, but I'm like, you got Monday through Friday. And, of course, maybe the kids are picking them up and taking them to the store, and I understand that. They don't drive or they don't have a vehicle any longer. I live near the Cleveland Hopkins Airport, sorry. But, and I understand that. This is all just me being me, right? But, it's the same thing. I felt the same way. It's like, why are you people here? You should be home. You have Monday through Friday. Let us young people go shopping on Saturday and Sunday. It makes no sense. And then they got the electric carts and with the big basket and the, running your feet over, and you're like, why? Why are you doing this? And of course, that kind of attitude came from the stress of working. So I probably wouldn't, I know I wouldn't have that attitude now. I laugh about things now more than anything. I just take a situation and I just sit back and I laugh instead of being serious and being caustic about it, and I just sit back and go, wow, look at that. I just start laughing. That's probably not the best way to handle things, but that's how I handle things, because nothing is that important to me anymore to get all juiced up about. Again, the guilt trip of doing all these things now on the weekend is I don't want to go to the store on the weekend because I'm the old guy now, right? I'm the 65-year-old that'll get carded at the door. No, you need to go Monday through Friday. So it's just weird, and it's so great to have that Sunday night off, right? You guys all know. I mean, if you're retired, you know how that Sunday night was, and you know how that Sunday night is now. It's like night and day, right? And I just remember the pit of my stomach, or I didn't get to sleep well on Sunday nights. Thinking ahead for what's coming up in the week. We had a lot of crazy things happen, or if we had meetings going on, or if we had something that's like I didn't look forward to. You thought about that on Sunday night, because a person, most people, I think, plan ahead. What are the questions that are going to be asked? What are the activities that I'm going to have to get involved in? And that weighs on your mind Sundays, and you're thinking, what's ahead? And I've said this before, being a Browns fan. I mean, the worst Sundays in the world were when you're a Browns fan or some other crappy NFL team, right? It's beautiful October day. The sun's out, the leaves are out there. You got to you got Saturday and Sunday. It's Sunday. You couldn't get it done Saturday because you were shopping. So Sunday comes and you're going to rake the leaves, and the game's on from 1 to 4. So you have breakfast, you do whatever you do in the morning, and then here comes the game. You get prepared, you're all set up, and then they lose. So you just lost 3 hours of the day. And by October, November, the days have already started to, light disappears by 6 o'clock, 6:30. And you're already just like, man, the Browns lost. I couldn't get the yard done. It's 6 o'clock. I'm out here with a flashlight and a headlamp trying to rake the leaves. And now I got to take a shower and I got to worry about what's going on next week. It's gone. In retirement, that's all gone. It's great. It's absolutely great. So if you're not retired yet, it's another thing that you're going to really, really enjoy. You're going to love it. Stress-free, no Sunday night depression, blahs, blues. Bless's Retirement Garage. We'll talk to you later during the week.